Hello, everyone, and welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I am your host, Chris. There's been a lot of news for Star Wars Episode 7 for the last few weeks, and this video I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And yeah, let me go ahead and get started. Yeah, I mean a lot of good news for Star Wars, a lot of bad news though too. There's a lot of bad news. For Star Wars as well. But first off, a few weeks ago, we had some casting news, and that was it's official that Lupita Nyong'o and Gwendolyn Christie are going to be in Star Wars Episode 7. So, Lupita Nyong'o, great in 12 Years a Slave. Academy Award, great casting. She'll be very good no matter what she does. So let's hope she's maybe like a Sith. That would be cool if she was a Sith, but I think it would be cool if she was a Jedi as well. Yeah, I mean, just overall, what do you got to say about Lupita Nyong'o? Just 12 Years a Slave was awesome. Won the Academy Award. She hasn't really done a lot, but hey, you can't fault someone. I mean, if they won an Academy Award, I mean, hell, they got to be great, right? So, yeah, Gwendolyn Christie, another one. Game of Thrones, awesome in Game of Thrones. Her character in Game of Thrones is great. I really like her. So, yeah, and who knows what they could be playing. I mean, I'm just so curious about what they could be playing. I mean, I think there was like a rumor going around that maybe Lupita Nyong'o was going to be Lassad's Ventress or something, from the Clone Wars. I mean, that could be cool, but who knows? I mean, that could work. But I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough. Comic-Con's coming up, so I'm sure they got a lot of cool stuff. For that. I mean, they're probably going to have a lot of neat stuff for Comic-Con this year. Can't wait. In other news, we got Josh Trank, the director. We found out that he is going to be doing one of the Star Wars spinoff movies, and that's in 2018. So, yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. I mean, he is doing the Fantastic Four reboot, and possibly they even announced that there's a rumor that if the Fantastic Four, the reboot does well, they're automatically ready to go on a second Fantastic Four. So, yeah, this could be very, very cool. I'm not sure if he is writing the Fantastic Four reboot. I think he's directing it, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not really sure if he is actually. Oh, he's just the director. Okay, yeah, he's directing it. So, yeah, he also did the movie Chronicle. I have not seen Chronicle yet. I will eventually, and I hear good things. I hear good things about Chronicle. So everything hinges on the Fantastic Four reboot. We all know the other Fantastic Fours were not good. So let's hope that these do well. Let's hope that these Fantastic Four reboots will do well, and let's hope that this will even up the spectacular awesomeness of Star Wars spinoff. I mean, who knows what he's going to do? It could be Boba Fett, could be Han Solo. I've heard a lot about maybe he's doing the Han Solo one. And that's what I'm going to talk about next, is that there was another announcement that Gareth Edwards, who just did Godzilla, the Godzilla movie, which was a pretty big success, he was the first director announced that he's going to be doing the very first spin-off for Star Wars, and that could be a Boba Fett. I mean, that's what the rumor mill was going around. I mean, it's just a rumor, it's just speculation, but I mean, it is confirmed Gareth Edwards is going to do the first one. Whether it's Boba Fett, that's a huge possibility, a big possibility. Could be Han Solo, just like with Josh Trank. He could be doing the Han Solo one. I mean, it's a toss up. I mean, what they could be doing, but they're both going to do a spinoff. So Gareth Edwards is first. I think that's in 2000. Was that 17? I'm not sure what the because 2016 is episode 7. About 2017 is his first spinoff. So yeah. So it's probably 2017 for the spinoff. That's what I would think anyway. Uh, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, um, there's been rumors going around like what are the actual movies going to be about? Is it going to be about Han Solo? Is it going to be about Yoda? Is it going to be about Boba Fett? Is it going to be about? I mean, I think I even heard a rumor about a Red 5 movie, which I don't know what they would do with that because Red 5 was Luke, Red 5. That's who he was. Luke Skywalker was Red 5 in the X-wing. Red 5. So you know how they would do that or what they would do with that, I don't know. A Yoda movie would be interesting. I don't know if I want to see a little baby Yoda walking around, but I mean, there's another rumor maybe a Obi-Wan Kenobi solo movie, maybe him doing something on Tatooine after Episode 3 could be cool. Interesting, very interesting, fascinating. I can't wait to see what they are because yeah, it's going to be very cool. Star Wars, man. Star Wars is probably going to be from 2016 to the rest of our lives. For the rest of our lives, yeah, 2016 and beyond. So we're going to be sick of Star Wars by 2020, so or 2030. We're going to be sick of Star Wars. But it's awesome, man. I can't wait. Yeah. So Josh Trank, thumbs up. I mean, if he can do with what he did with Chronicle and hopefully what he did with Fantastic Four. That should, Fantastic Four. It's all hinging on that because that comes out first. Let's hope it does well. If it does bad, they're gonna say, "Oh God, this guy Josh Trank is doing spinoff." But yeah, we'll wait and see. Same way with Edward. But we know what Edwards did. He did very good with Godzilla. A lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. Um, but yeah, I mean, cool. I mean, let's see what we know what Gareth Edwards can do. I mean, he's been in that now. He's done a lot of special effects with Godzilla. I mean, those special effects. I mean, Jim Rigel, who was in charge of that anyway. Um, he's great. Anyway, he did the Lord of the Rings. Jim Rigel did. So, but Gareth Edwards was around that, so he's got the knowledge now. So, I look forward to seeing Gareth Edwards do the first spin-off movie. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be real good. Okay. Next story is yeah, this one, yeah, this one's a bad one. A few weeks ago, it was announced that Harrison Ford injured himself on the set of Episode 7. Yeah, apparently like a door or something malfunction came down on him, hit him in the leg. They said, oh, well, he just injured his ankle. No big deal. Then it came out, oh, he broke his ankle. He's going to be out like 8 weeks or something. And like, oh my God, he broke his ankle. My goodness. Yeah, now within the last, I'd say a few days ago, it was announced that it's worse than expected, that he actually broke his leg, which is horrible. I mean, Harrison Ford's 71 years old. I mean, he's not a young guy anymore, but yeah, it sucks. It sucks, man. But personally, I don't think it's going to do anything bad for the movie. They can just shoot around him. Thankfully, I mean, he's okay. I mean, he was in surgery. He had to have surgery. Yeah, but he looks like he's going to be all right. Yeah, I think they can shoot around him. It's not a big deal for the movie. I don't think they're going to postpone anything. They can just do other scenes. Whatever scenes he's in, they can just leave for later, and they can come back to later. I mean, they're doing that in many other movies, like with Scarlett Johansson, for Avengers 2. She's pregnant, so, they're going to shoot around what she does, and it's no big deal. I mean, it's been done many, 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 many times before. And, yeah, but, I mean, it sucks for Harrison Ford. I mean, definitely. Um, yeah, I mean, I think I had a photo real quick. Yeah, right there, if you can see that. Yeah, him being wheeled out in the wheelchair. Sucks, man. Really sucks. Um, yeah, I mean, there was like rumors going around that now that he had this accident, a lot of the cast are like really, really nervous and scared about these practical effects and worried about the sets and the safety and they're wanting them triple checked and whatnot. It's understandable, but um, a lot of the actors of today are not really used to these practical effects like they used to be 25, 30 years ago or 35 years ago when they did the first, or 1977 when they did the first Star Wars, it was all practical, So, and now, they're building, real, sets, real practical sets, which is awesome. Um, yeah, I mean, you have X-wings. You have X-wings. Look at that. I mean, it's actual practical set that's an X-wing that they're building. I mean, do they need to do that? I mean, maybe not. um, but it's going to be cool. I mean, when they fuse together the practical X-wing and then with CG, I think it's going to be awesome. There's also the Millennium Falcon. I mean, they're building it looks like a life-size Millennium Falcon, which is awesome, totally awesome. So whether you know who knows? I mean, I think that these practical effects are kind of scaring a lot of the cast now because they're not really used to this type of thing in this day and age. It's all green screen now. It's all CG, and yeah, they're not really used to that. So I think they're freaking out a little bit. They're freaking out. They're used to being in 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 front of a green screen like I am. So and now they got these sets that are real sets. It's got doors and made out of wood and metal, maybe. I mean, so things fall and break and crack and crush, could possibly hurt somebody. But, it just goes to show you that practical effects are dangerous when they do this scale. But, I mean, that's what they used to do a long time ago. So, it just goes, I mean, a lot of the actors today are a little spoiled now with just the green screen. You're just in front of a green screen and you just act. And then they put in gigantic spaceships and buildings and all types of dangerous stuff, in the green screen, and they're not in danger. And now it's kind of dangerous with these practical effects, and these actors aren't used to it. And an accident happens, with Harrison Ford, and they're like, oh my God, we're in danger. But it's to be expected. But I'm sure that they'll go around and triple check everything, and everything will be cool. And good luck to Harrison Ford. I mean, I'm sure he'll be okay, but yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. Um, yeah. On to another news. Let's see what we got. Yeah, the last news that I heard about is Rand Johnson, who this is big news about Rand Johnson. If I can bring it up here. Oh, I had it. Now I lost it. Oh my. Oh, here it is. Rian Johnson. Okay. He is the director who directed the movie Looper. So now it's another movie I have not seen. Just like Chronicle, I have not seen yet, but I will. I will see. I will see Looper. I hear good things about Looper as well, and it has come out that he is in talks. So I don't know if it's official yet, but yeah, he's in talks to direct Star Wars Episode 8 and write a little bit of Episode 9. So this is pretty big news. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars news. I mean, they got Episode 9 already getting things mixing up and ready to go. I mean, it's great. I mean, when's Episode 9 come out? Like 2020 or something? So, yeah, very cool. Yeah, that's another big news, guys. Yeah, you guys need to let me know what you thought of Looper, because I have not seen that yet. But I definitely will check it out. He did some other movies. '05 Brick, I have not seen. And in '08 he did the movie Brothers Bloom. So, yeah. I don't know too much about Rian Johnson. I don't know too much about because I have not seen Looper yet. Um, oh, and it says he's done 3 episodes of Breaking Bad. So, all right, that should be very cool. Very good. Seems like he's a very good director. So this is big news. So I really don't have too much to say about Rian Johnson. I mean, I have not seen Looper, and so I don't know how he's going to fare under this gigantic scale of a movie to direct episode 8. I mean, and then directing. So they must see a lot in him to give him this responsibility. So should be interesting. Should be very interesting. I mean, this is a gigantic $200 million movie that they're putting on his back. I mean, J.J. Abrams is going to direct episode 7. I mean, I didn't feel that J.J. was going to do all Star Wars. I mean, he might come back for like maybe another one down the line sometime if episode 7 does really well. But yeah, I mean, they're trying to, mix it up a bit and getting a good director that's a new director. I mean, it seems like they're going for these newer type directors, even though JJ's been around a while, but he did great with Star Trek for JJ. And but this, Rian Johnson is fairly new. I mean, not only the last few years. Gareth Edwards is new, so yeah. Josh Trank, Josh Trank's another one. So a lot of young, new blood in there, new directors. So it'd be cool to get like an old director in there too, to maybe have like a Spielberg or something. Maybe, I mean, that would be interesting. Yeah. But yeah, let me know, guys, about that. That's pretty much all the news that I know of or have that's up to date. A lot of news coming in all the time. I'll probably post this, and then there'll be another something pop up. A lot of rumors. There's a lot of rumors going around. I don't want to talk about too much rumor about episode 7 because there's a lot of that. But and yeah, a lot of the rumors for like the concept art and all this, and the sets we've seen, the TMZ sets, out there in Abu Dhabi, look spectacular. Maybe like a Tatooine stuff going on, but not a lot. I mean, people in costume and not a lot going on for that. So, but Comic-Con's coming up. It's only a few weeks away. I'm sure we're going to get a bundle of stuff for Comic-Con. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about all this rumors going on for Star Wars Episode 7. I'm interested to hear what you have to think about it. The practical effects look cool. Harrison Ford news. Yeah, that ankle break, that's tough, man. It's tough, but they're going to shoot around him. I ain't worried about that. I just hope he feels better and gets better and is able to do what he can do to finish these movies and get healthy. But yeah, guys, that's it for me for this video for Star Wars Episode 7 news. Thanks a lot, guys. Like and subscribe. Need the support. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.